So you say, okay, I'm going to test my power with the Makiwara. Okay? But the Makiwara is not the body. What's the big difference between body and Makiwara? Of course, the material is different, but what's the difference in characteristics? Body and Makiwara. Come on. The answer come right now. Okay, yeah, Makiwara does not move. That's number one. He is correct. He's, Makiwara is always there, but the opponent can escape. Right? So punching same place is not realistic. But the characteristic, another one, biggest one, what is it? Well, it's the same thing. It doesn't move. It doesn't attack. But I'm talking about the characteristic of Makiwara and the person's body. I know it's target practice, but that's not my question. What's the difference in characteristic between the body and Makiwara? Okay, I go. No, seriously. Yeah, I understand that, but that's not what I was trying to say. Yeah, of course, you don't want to hit somebody if he gets hurt. I understand. That's true. That's why we punch Makiwara. Yes, I understand. But I'm talking about the quality of two different things. Because I object to, I don't practice with Makiwara. Okay? And the reason is not because it's hard and it hurt my fist. No, I punch the wall. Okay? If I have to punch Makiwara, I punch the wall. I rather punch the wall, or I punch the floor. But that's not what I'm talking about. Because you haven't really hit the people too much, so you have no idea. Body is water. Okay, 60 to 70% of your body is water. Your body is totally different from Makiwara. Makiwara is wood and has a rope around it. No water inside. Okay? Therefore, when you punch the Makiwara, it's a different feeling. Okay? When you punch people, it's totally different feeling. You have a vibration. So if you have, there are some punching bags and inside is water. Some boxers use that, okay? The water filled punching bag. And that's closer to body, okay? And the problem is, of course, in Kumite we cannot punch the opponent because, yeah, it's dangerous. I understand that. But you have to know the difference between punching the Makiwara and the body. How to generate the vibration impact to the opponent. Okay? So if you're in a tournament, Kumite, you have to have this to get a score. Right? If you do this, they say, no, it's not good enough. Oh, that's not good enough, right? Because tournament, you have to have a big one. But in martial arts, you don't do that. Okay? Martial arts, you don't do it. Martial arts is just this. Okay? And you have to know how to generate the victim. Who wants to be a victim? One person? Okay, so he's going to be a victim, okay? So just like this, okay? If I'm walking, he's standing here, right? I'm walking past. Okay, so the good example here. Okay? My moving gives that power because his body is water, so it vibrates, right? So if it's here, you do this, but I don't. Okay? I just punch like this. Okay? That's the punch. This you don't need, right? Or like here, right here. Okay? That's all you want. And like the same thing with this one. This one you feel weak. He's strong. Okay? No power. Okay? So that's the martial arts move, small motion, not boom. Okay? If you understand his body, of course I hit the places which is, you know, he can protect. You don't want to hit the rib cage like here, right? Yeah. So you have to be careful. This is why you don't punch. But what you have to do, black belts, is you have to punch the gi. So when you do this thing, you have to touch the gi, touch the gi. You have to know the distance. Even face, you have to know. Not, this is too far. You have to come to here. Okay? This direction. Slightly touching the skin or right before. Otherwise, if you're always practicing this in a fight, you don't punch through. Yeah? And you don't have to punch through. They tell you, you have to punch through. No, because of vibration, you don't have to punch through. Yeah? Just this. Yeah? Punch through. Just this much. Okay? And that might knock him out, but then stops. The idea is stop. Okay? Okay, so that's one. Okay? So the other one is, thank you very much. Block.